William Billy Henry Baines Jordan passed away on February 4th, 2021 at the age of 104 years. Billy Baines joined Rotary in 1955 and had perfect attendance for over 55 years. He served as District Governor 1984 to 1985 and was a Paul Harris Fellow. Past District Governor Baines Jordan hosted numerous Rotary Group Exchange members from Australia, England, Israel, Mexico, and Germany in his home in Lanikai. He graduated from Roosevelt High School and the University of Hawaii and was an Eagle Scout. He was elected as a representative in the very first Hawaii State Legislature in 1959, serving for 4 years, and was the chairman of the committee that designed the state capitol building. Billy worked at Bank of Hawaii for 45 years and was an avid deep-sea fisherman in both Hawaii and Guam. He started the fishing club on Guam while he was working at the bank there. He was also a longtime member of the Mokulua Fishing Club in Lanikai and went on yearly trips to a remote fishing lodge in Alaska, fishing on a boat for halibut for hours each day till he was almost 102 years old. Some of Bill's achievements include President of Honolulu JCs, IAEA Community Association, President of the Guam Chapter of the American Red Cross, member of the Hawaii State General Plan Advisory Council, on the Board of Trustees for the Lanikila Rehabilitation Center, Vice Chairman of the Citizen Advisory Committee at Castle Memorial Hospital, the Director of the Kailua Chamber of Commerce, President of the Kalihi Businessmen's Association, and President of the Kapahulu Businessmen's Association. Alvin Paul Cabral, husband of Rotary Club of Hilo President Mrs. Nancy Cabral, passed away September 8, 2020 at his residence in Hilo, Hawaii at the age of 73 years. He was born in Ola'a, Hawaii and retired from the Hawaii Electric Light Company as an electrical inspector. Al was a director of the Panaeva Stampede Rodeo, president of Hawaii Horse Owners, and a member of Ka'u Roping and Riding Club and St. Joseph's School Class of 1965 Breakfast Club. He was honored as the Grand Marshal and Pa'u Marshal of the Merry Monarch Parade in Hilo. Ruth Barbara Castle, member of the Rotary Club of West Kauai, passed away on October 3, 2020 at her home deep in Waimea Valley, Kauai at the age of 88 years. She was born in Altoona, Iowa. Ruth had been a Rotarian since 2017, bringing her wonderful smile at pretty much every meeting and event since. Prior to this, she was a staunch supporter as the wife of Rotarian Jim Castle. We will miss Ruth for her many funny stories about her family and friends throughout her 65 years in Waimea as the official greeter of the hunters and hikers of Waimea Canyon and the pipe organist at 3 Christian churches on Kauai. Nathaniel Nate Herbert Chang, member of the Rotary Club of Hilo, passed away on November 15, 2020 in the Hilo Medical Center at the age of 69 years. He was born in Honolulu, Hawaii, and was a United States Army veteran and retired from the United States Army as a Sergeant First Class. Nate was also an active member of the Lions Club International, Chinese Civic Association of Hawaii, and numerous other community service clubs and organizations. Bernard Fajota, member of the Rotary Club of Mililani Sunrise, passed away April 2, 2021 at the age of 62 years. Bernard joined Rotary in 2009. He was the president of the Rotary Club of Mililani Sunrise and a Paul Harris Fellow. He graduated from the University of Hawaii, majoring in marketing and minored in interpersonal relationships. He got a start with Equitable Insurance, then moved to selling office equipment with Pitney Bowes which later became Bristol-Myers Squibb. He said he had a blessed and successful career with 32 years in the industry. He had many different positions, hospital sales, managed care, and led the sales team in Hawaii and Alaska as a sales manager. He retired in May of 2018 to care for both parents who are now deceased, but this was the best thing to do for family. He enjoyed playing the guitar in church choir, spending time with family, gardening, practicing martial arts, walking, running, and when he had a chance, taco diving. While in management, he said he tried his best to lead with aloha. Two things that inspire him about Rotary: service above self, and Rotary, people of action. John Charlton Fitzgerald II, member of the Rotary Club of South Hilo, passed away on August 28, 2020 in Hilo, Hawaii at the age of 78 years. Robert Bobby Fujimoto, member of the Rotary Club of Hilo, passed away on April 23, 2020 in Hilo, Hawaii at the age of 93 years. Bobby Fujimoto held Rotary Club of Hilo's badge number 1. He was chairman of HPM Building Supply, advisor to senators and governors, mentor of many, husband, father, grandfather, and great-grandfather. He chaired the Board of Regents of the University of Hawaii for many years, and he received numerous awards and honors from many statewide organizations. He loved Hilo, golf, the Boy Scouts, and Rotary. He was a Paul Harris Fellow many times over and always gave to the Rotary Foundation. John Gillen, member of the Rotary Club of Hanalei Bay, passed away on December 12, 2020 at the age of 78 years. Kathleen Ann Kathy Haas, member of the Rotary Club of Kihei Wailea, passed away on January 20th, 2021 in Kihei, Hawaii at the age of 74 years. Kathy was born in La Crosse, Wisconsin, and graduated from Waukesha High School in Waukesha, Wisconsin in 1964. She was commissioned through the Navy Nursing Scholarship Program at St. Olaf College in Northfield, Minnesota. In 1988, she transferred to Maui, Hawaii to establish a primary care clinic as an advanced practice nurse with the Veterans Administration. Before retirement in 2006, she was the community-based outpatient coordinator for the VA, responsible for overall management and operation of all clinics, including Maui, Hilo, Kona, Kauai, Guam, and Samoa, caring for over 8,000 patients and responsibility for over 70 employees. Kathy was an avid sportswoman, excelling in golf and tennis. She was a member of Kihei Wailea Rotary Club and a volunteer for Meals on Wheels. Dr. James Hideo Higa, member of the Rotary Club of West Pearl Harbor, passed away on July 5, 2020 at the age of 90 years. James was a charter member, past president, Paul Harris Fellow, and held many leadership positions in the club. He was the former owner of Leeward Veterinary Clinic. His former co-workers say because of him, they are better veterinarians today. His passions included the love of his work and traveling around the world with his wife of 56 years, Inge. Larry George Howard, member of the Rotary Club of Kapolei, passed away on September 19, 2020 at the age of 77 years. Larry joined Rotary in February 2000 and quickly became a go-to club member. He was always ready to volunteer his services in any capacity and always had a warm greeting for all around him. He was a railroad enthusiast and served as an engineer on the Hawaii Railway train for our Spookapalooza and other events. He worked to support our youth education programs, drawing upon his experience in DoD school systems. At every Ko'olina Taste at Kapolei, our major scholarship fundraiser, both Larry and Louie Ling, his wonderful wife, worked tirelessly. He earned the title Iceman when he ran the crew of Rotarians and Interactors delivering supplies to all the food venues as a crowd of over 2,000 hungry attendees consumed everything in sight. Larry's passion was service to our community and in particular, commitment to education for our youth. In addition to his work with Rotary, Larry served as a director and past president of the Kapolei Foundation, a nonprofit devoted to providing scholarships to needy students. With his ready smile, gentle humor, and willingness to always lend a hand, Larry was an MVP. 80. Walter Kohler, member of the Rotary Club of North Hawaii, passed away on November 12, 2020 at the age of 84 years. 80 was a retired hotel manager. Tom Lutenecker, member of the Rotary Club of Wailuku, Maui, passed away on December 15, 2020 at the age of 80 years. Tom was a partner at the law firm of Carl Smith Ball, serving on the Big Island of Hawaii and Maui, retiring in 2013. Tom's idea of relaxation was to be making, fixing, or improving things around the house and becoming a gentleman coffee farmer. Tom was a devoted and quiet giver to both his family and his community, not seeking recognition or accolades for the myriad of contributions he made to the community. The Maui Rotary Club was one way he gave of himself. He helped with many different service projects to include helping the less fortunate, especially children. He was a true leader and cared for his community. Natalie Oda May, member of the Rotary Club of Windward Oahu, passed away on August 12, 2020 at the age of 99 years. She was a member of the club since 1989 and has devoted 31 years of promoting Rotary's historic motto, Service Above Self. Natalie is a staunch supporter of the Boys and Girls Club of America, started the Windward Senior Daycare Center in Kailua, and supported the Windward Oahu Education Endowment Fund, helping to generate thousands of dollars to provide college scholarships to local high school students. She loved fellowship, socializing with members, and bringing the best homemade desserts to club meetings. She was loved by all and will be sorely missed. James Thomas Rosensweick, member of the Rotary Club of Honolulu, passed away October 24, 2020 at the age of 68 years. Tom retired from the United States Air Force in 1999 as a lieutenant colonel after 22 years of service. He was an active member of the Rotary and Kiwanis clubs, participating in many charity events and service projects around the world. Tom joined the Rotary Club of Honolulu on September 14, 1999. Tom participated in many of the club's Philippine projects and both of the Thailand projects. While he moved to Georgia several years ago, he stayed active in our international projects and remained a member of the Honolulu Rotary Club. The projects were an important part of his life, and he was an important part of the projects. Tom was a good man and shall be missed. He was an enthusiastic participant in the band of Project Warriors. Jane Yamane Sawyer, member of the Rotary Club of Kihei Wailea, passed away on April 7, 2020 at the age of 79 years. She was a teacher and Rotarian who brought quiet service and aloha to the students of Kihei schools. Jane was born on Maui and attended the English Standard School at what is now the Kaunoa Community Center in Paia. She attended Baldwin High School in Wailuku and went to the mainland later and attended Boston University and New York University and earned a bachelor's and master's degree. She will be remembered for her kindness and generosity. Jeffrey Jeff Brooks Seymour, member of the Rotary Club of Honolulu, passed away on April 6, 2021 at the age of 82 years. Jeffrey was born in Cleveland, Ohio. Jeff joined the Rotary Club of Honolulu on February 16, 1982, sponsored by Phil Whitney. Jeff served as foundation president in 2014 and was a generous donor to the John Warren, Miley Hale, and Rotary Foundations. Iris Kiyomi Takata, member of the Rotary Club of East Honolulu, passed away on August 1, 2020 at the age of 76 years. Iris was the proverbial Auntie Aloha. She was always welcoming and made you feel like you belonged. Iris loved participating in projects and events and was a strong supporter of the foundation. A mortgage broker by trade, she also owned a jewelry company. Richard Tyde, member of the Rotary Club of Hanalei Bay, passed away on July 10, 2020 at the age of 78 years. Richard graduated from Stout College and designed and built robots for automated assembly of printed circuit boards for the electronics industry and holds 7 patents for robotic items. He moved to Princeville, Hawaii in January of 2019. Richard lived a full life. He was a Paul Harris Fellow and volunteered Saturdays at the Kilauea Community Agricultural Park Rotary Gazebo Garden. He was a master gardener and was a member of the California Horticultural Society. He loved to travel and most recently visited the gardens in Valencia, Alicante, and Mallorca, Spain, cruised to Norway, visited the Netherlands for the tulip season, and traversed the Panama Canal. Richard will be remembered as a very gentle and courteous man who was always open to meet people in a very friendly and respectful way. Strangers were friends he had not yet met. He always was in good spirit and smiling, even when he knew that the end was near. James Jim Varner, member of the Rotary Club of Pearl Harbor and Rotary Club of Kaiser, Oregon, passed away on April 3, 2021 in Kaiser, Oregon at the age of 76 years. He was born in Honolulu, Hawaii. Jim served as president of the Rotary Club of Pearl Harbor in 1994 to 1995. He then served as district governor of District 5000 in 2006 to 2007. He loved to speak to groups both large and small, and he translated his enthusiasm for speaking into a successful career with the Dale Carnegie training programs, which he owned and operated in Hawaii and Guam markets for over 30 years. Jim fell in love with Oregon while attending college in Ashland, and after retiring, he and his wife Nancy moved to Kaiser, Oregon, where he joined the Kaiser Rotary Club. Jim enjoyed golf and traveling. Francine Onioni Y, member of the Rotary Club of Kahala Sunrise, passed away on December 2, 2020 at the age of 69 years. Francine was born in Honolulu, Hawaii. Her childhood was filled with many happy times spent outside and with her best friend and sister, Faith. Francine graduated from Punahou School in 1969. After her schooling and time on the mainland, Francine came home to Hawaii and began a career in public service. Because of her experience and education, Francine was considered an authority on the Persons with Disabilities Act. As a result, she was assigned to several committees by the President of the United States and developed the rules and regulations that require amusement parks across the U.S. to to better accommodate people with disabilities. Francine retired in 2019 after 41 years of service. Outside of work, Francine was dedicated to her family. She was a member of the Rotary Club and Sierra Club, traveling throughout the country to rebuild trails and protect wildlife. Most notably, she was a very active member of the board of directors for the ARC in Hawaii. Francine enjoyed playing volleyball and hiking, and recently took up bike riding with friends. Dexter Yi, member of the Rotary Club of West Pearl Harbor, passed away on April 15, 2021 at the age of 73 years. Dexter was a man of few words and so full of love for his family, Rotary, community, educating young adults, and his job. Dexter was a charter member of the Rotary Club of Kapolei, past president of the Rotary Club of Mililani Sunrise, Paul Harris Fellow, and was a major donor. He and his wife attended at least 10 Rotary International conventions. Dexter had been a Rotarian for over 28 years and still found time to bike around the island occasionally.